Hey guys, it's ShopMissA Saturday, and I'm going to be demoing some of the products that I purchased in recent hauls. I'm starting by putting this Clean Color Matte Eyeshadow Primer all over my lid from the lashes up to the brow. I'm using the Sante Party Look and Smoky Eyes palettes, and I'm putting this cream color from the Party Look palette just on the inner half of my eye. And then I'm going to use this grayish shade, it's like a beigey taupey gray, and put that on the outer half. Then I'm going in with that same palette and using this black shade and this e.l.f. smudge sponge to kind of build up this shape. So I'm just marking this a little bit lightly, and then I'll go back in and further define the shape. So I'm using this gunmetal gray just in front of the black shade we just used. Now this gray is from the Smoky Eyes palette. And again, I'm just using that to kind of lightly mark out the shape, and then I'll blend those two colors together. And I'm doing some cleanup with this makeup wipe because there's a lot of fallout. Now I'm going in with this Clean Color Pixie Jar liquid liner to further define the shape and make it a little bit more crisp. So I'm going to lightly mark out that shape and then use that same e.l.f. smudge sponge to blend the color so I can use that as a base for that black shadow. Now I'm just retracting my eye so that I can see kind of where the flappy fold of my hooded eye stops. I'm going to go right above that to finish defining the shape. I did wipe off the excess, so I had a very dry brush just so I could get a teeny bit of color, because I'm going to build that up a little bit more with the powder. So once I've defined where I want that black base to be, I blend it out, and then I'm going to go back over it with that black shadow to deepen the color. And again, you'll notice a lot of fallout here. These are very soft shadows. Great pigment, but they do have a lot of fallout, so I would definitely recommend trying these before you put on your foundation. Okay, I'm going back in with that sparkly gunmetal gray to create this gradient, and I'm just placing it on with the smudge sponge. And then I'm going to use my e.l.f. blending brush to blend the gray into the black. And then I'm going to clean that off and use the same brush to blend that cream color into the gray. So here's the difference between those two eyes. And now I'm going back and doing the same to the other eye. Now with the Smoky Eyes palette, I'm just using that lightest shade in the inner eye to create more contrast between the light color and the dark color. So that's the finished eye look. Now I'm going in with this Clean Color retractable eyebrow pencil and just lightly filling in with color to create a little bit of shape. And then I'm using this e.l.f. liner brush to apply the Clean Color eyebrow pomade in Espresso. For my foundation, I'm using the Clean Color Skin Wish BB Cream. This is a perfect match for my winter color. In summer, it's a little bit too light, so I'm going to reverse highlight using this as a base. And I'm just applying it with my Coastal Scents Flat Top Kabuki. And then I'll go in and blend it out further with my AOA Wonder Blender, which is dry. Now I'm going to use the Malibu Glitz powders in Buff, the deeper shade, and Honey, the lighter shade. Starting with Buff, I'm just going to apply that to the hollows of my cheeks, around the perimeter of my forehead, kind of as a bronzer or contour shade, and then around my jawline. And then I'm going to go in with that lighter shade and use that to set kind of the highlight areas of my face. Basically the center of my face and the center of my forehead. And you can see that this is pretty powdery too. Now I'm using this Sante Sun-Kissed Minerals blush and an e.l.f. face brush just to apply that to the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm going to use the Sante 2-in-1 Concealer and Foundation in shade number 7 Beige to highlight just under the brow bone. And this is a craft brush that I'm using. It actually came in a set of 25 for $1 at Dollar Tree. So yeah, just place it under the brow with the doe foot applicator that's included with the product, and then I'm blending it out with this craft brush. And once I've got that blended out, I'm going to go over that and set it with that Malibu Glitz powder in shade number 2 Honey. Alright, I grabbed this set of Princessa Creamy Matte Lipsticks, and I'm going to use number 16 Tahiti. That label looks a little weird because I had to glue it back on. That's the only packaging problem I had with those. So I'm lighting my lips with the actual lipstick itself, and then filling it in, blending it together, and then going back over to make sure that the line is still crisp. I'm using the Cara lashes in hashtag DW, the Demi Wispies, and I tried to get some footage of how I apply these. I just kind of plop them down onto my lashes using the scissor tweezers that I purchased from ShopMissA, and then I push them back up against the lash line. So just plop it down on the lash line and then push it back to sit flush against the skin. Those scissor tweezers really come in handy. So that is the complete look. What do you guys think? Based on how it came out, would you guys try these products? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my Instagram glossary of tags.